wearing a t-shirt that says never made.
I believe him. I think he's telling the truth.
Actually, we're not live. I don't even know why I was saying that. All right. Guys, welcome back to Never Made Weight. Today we got someone who's on a 3-fight win streak in the UFC. Tough 29 finalist. None other than Brady Hiestand. Brady, how's life?
Dude, it's pretty good. We just moved into my new house. We're just chilling. I'm recovering from this ACL surgery. Ready to get back to it.
What's the recovery time on that?
I probably got another couple months until I can fight. I'm thinking like November-ish time. But it was like, it ranges. It's anywhere from like 9 months to like over a year. It all depends on how you're doing.
Got it. What kind of physical activity you're getting in right now?
I'm training still. Yeah, so I've been starting to train. I've been doing a lot of PT, kind of getting the strength in my knee back. Not really going super hard, especially in the grappling, just because of the stability. But been working my hands for the last few months already. So I'm in shape. A little heavy, but I'm in shape.
That's great to hear. Yeah, I mean, you're a cardio machine. So, Brady, you were on Tough 29. You had cooking with Volk. You had the cooking with Volk experience before the rest of the world did. Is he really that good in the kitchen?
Bro, he's fire. Dude, he cooked us steaks like twice. He's like so into it. He's so into it. He'll like make like side dishes. He got like the steaks going. He'll make a salad. He does the whole thing. And he does it all himself. He don't even ask for help. He's not like a big chef like directing people. He's just running around the kitchen. Everyone's doing their thing and he's just cooking it up.
Damn, that sounds good. You
Fire.
cook?
I do. My girlfriend does most of the cooking nowadays.
What does your diet look like nowadays?
I eat a lot of
Outside of
steak.
camp. Outside of camp.
Outside of camp, it depends. Right after camp, I turn in like a Patty the Fatty kind of situation. But I've been out for so long, but I got a few really good meat sponsors. So I got a seafood sponsor. And so last night, me and my girl made like a seafood crab boil. So gas. And then
I think I saw your story actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are
And then
watching The Ultimate Fighter.
yeah, I know. Dude, it was like the best night ever. Bro, and then I got like a half a cow in my freezer, so we eating a bunch of steaks. So that's pretty much it.
Do you mess up? You do cheat meals or no?
All the time. I probably yeah.
What's the worst one? What
My
are
worst
you
cheat
most
meal?
stuck on right now?
Bro, dude, I like sour candy. Bro, that's what gets me. I fuck with the sour gummy worms and like the airhead strips.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, if you're ever on TikTok, they got all kinds of variations of that new sour candy, bro. You should check out TikTok Shop.
I gotta stay away. I gotta lose some weight. As I get older, cutting to 35 is getting harder and harder. So I gotta come down now if I'm gonna make weight.
Usually I would say I feel you, but I don't feel you because as you know, this channel is called Never Made Weight. All right, so who did you end up becoming closest with from that season of Tough?
That's a good question. I guess it would have to be like, because I still talk to him today. It was like there's 3 guys that I got really close with that were like that also competed. I got close with Ryder. He lives in Vegas, so whenever I go and train in Vegas, I see him. Me and Battle talk a lot, and then actually random one was Ludovic. Yeah, he was on the other team. Yeah, but he was a super cool guy. I remember meeting up with him a couple times in Vegas. He took me to some Ukrainian restaurants after that, and dude, he's a funny dude.
Yeah, he's Armenian. I'm Armenian too, but he's from Ukraine.
Yeah.
I've seen him, in my city a couple times. And Brian Battle has become a bit of a fan favorite nowadays, huh?
I know it all started when he went over to Paris.
Yeah.
Dude,
He pulled a
everyone knew it
Kobe.
too. Yeah, he's like the likable Kobe. People just hate
Yeah.
Kobe. People love Brian Battle, but he pulled that kind of same card in Paris.
Yeah. I mean, he's always fun to watch, and sometimes the odds makers do him dirty. So I'll be pissed too. Your cardio's great. You're tough as hell. I mean, you're coming off a 3-fight win streak. Two of them, the last two were third round finishes, and the one before that was a unanimous decision.
Yeah.
How has your training changed since you got deeper into the UFC?
A big part of it is like I started working with my strength conditioning coach. So I work more like, and that's I think helped my cardio. Not only I've always had good cardio, like I can go forever, but it's helped my finishes, and I think that's pretty apparent in my fight. Like I stay explosive and I stay strong all the way to the end. It's not like I'm just able to push a pace. I'm able to have like explosive striking and explosive speed all the way into the end. Um, and I guess not a whole lot's changed. I mean, I go out there and fight, so the best training for fighting is fighting, right? So I get a lot of rounds in with my boys, and that's about it. I travel a lot. I got a lot of rounds in with Marab after I got into the UFC. So I go down to Syndicate in Vegas, get some work in with him and some other guys down there like Cody Steele. But yeah, I guess just very similar. Added some strength conditioning, and then I'm traveling and training with a lot of high level guys now too.
That's good to hear because I was gonna ask you, you being in the bantamweight division is pretty stacked. You got Marab, you got Umar, obviously O'Malley, right? How do you feel your style stacks up against the new wave of grinders and sambo guys?
I think it does really good. I think that the my biggest tool is like I said, I don't get tired. I got cardio for days, but I'm also a really big and physical guy. I feel like I'm probably the biggest bantamweight ever since Aljamain left. And so I think my wrestling, my grappling can mitigate like a guy like Umar who utilizes that a lot. And I think I could take O'Malley down and sub him. So
Umar, and but obviously you trained with Marab, so there's a conflict of interest there.
yeah, I'm
You
not gonna
probably
talk
don't.
about
Yeah, yeah.
that.
Okay, for sure. All right, so
Yeah.
okay, so you're off of ACL tear, ACL injury injury repair. You need a couple months to get back in. Who's next for you? What is next for you?
That's a good question. I feel like I'm still really young. I just turned 26, so I'm still pretty young in the division. I think if I was able to rattle these three fights off right away and I didn't have this break, I'd probably be shooting for a top 15 guy. Like I would love to fight like Kyler Phillips or Rob Font. That would be good entry into the top 15. I think I probably just got another win to get back in the mix. I got another big win, get another finish, hopefully another bonus, and then I shoot for the top 15. But there's so many guys outside the top 15. I don't even know who the fuck they would give me.
Yeah, yeah,
Who do you think I should fight next? Do you got any ideas?
definitely somebody in the top 15 because you're on a 3-fight win streak.
Yeah.
And the Ultimate Fighter finale was a split decision. It was a very very close fight. So
I thought I won, but that's
you should
that's
be
just me.
you. I mean, not to talk shit. I love Ricky Torquios. He's a sick ass guy, but your last three fights were better than his last three fights. Um, just an observation. I don't know, man. I really don't know, but somebody in top 15. But I do agree with you that you're very young, and and I saw that your last three fights were one every year, and that's like that's pretty good, because to be in that level of UFC, I'm sure, as you said, you're training with this guy, you're training with that guy, you're going to Vegas, you're training with the champion. I'm sure the training gets a little tougher the deeper you're in. Did you have
Yeah.
a hometown gym before joining the gym you're at right now?
Yeah, so I go to Vegas and I go to Syndicate, but I still live in Spokane, Washington. So I still am at my home gym up here, Sick Jitsu. We have a few guys out of here, like Mike Chiesa, lives up here. Terrence McKinney started at our gym.
Juliana Pena?
Oh yeah, of course, that was gonna be my next one, Juliana Pena. Yeah, so we're all born and raised in Spokane, Washington. And I still do a lot. So here's my thing: is like outside of camp, I like to go and travel and train with people and do all that stuff. But when I get in camp, because I got to cut weight, I got to dial in, I'll come home and I'll do all my training out of my home gym. And I just dialed in, I'll fly guys in. Maybe you can just go over to Seattle. I have a few partners over there. But yeah, dude, I'm still homegrown for sure. All my camps are done at home.
You for people who don't know, right? You talked about flying guys in. That's an investment, right?
For sure.
So you're literally investing your own money, just like a business, just like any other business. You're getting paid for fighting. You're taking that money and you're investing some back of it in your camp. And people don't usually know that camps cost money.
Oh yeah, it costs a lot of money. I'm pretty blessed with the fact that I got a lot of my coaches are my best friends, and so it's not super hard. I don't have to travel. I don't have to fly coaches in, and most of the guys that come in to train want to be here anyways. So it's not as big of an expense for me as it would be a lot of other guys. But yeah, dude, this shit costs money. Like, bro, like I spend more money in camp than if I'm just chilling, eating good food and traveling for fun.
Did you get any bonuses for the last two?
Yeah, I get bonus my last fight. I should have
Perfect,
bonused the fight
perfect.
before that too. That one was crazy.
Yeah. You're always bleeding a lot in there. Do you choose to go to the deep, or is that where you just end up?
So I had this issue with my nose. I actually got it fixed. So hopefully no blood in my next fight. But I would get bloody nose every day in practice. I had a deviated septum and I just had a lot of blood vessels in there that were popping. So I ended up getting surgery after my last fight to get that fixed. So hopefully I'm not bleeding anymore.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I mean, fans love blood. I love to see blood too. Just an observation that I made. You actually look a lot like a friend of mine named Vache. I don't know if you know Muscle Lab in Los Angeles.
I don't. I don't. You'll have to send me a picture of him.
If you're ever in Los Angeles, come visit Muscle Lab. I'll connect you with Vache. He'll take care of you. It's
Alright.
I can't even explain to you what they do because but it has something to do with recovery.
Mm.
Um, so what's the relationship with fear before a fight?
I think fear is like everyone has fear, no matter what you're doing. If you're like, especially when you're competing, everyone has fear, and if they say they don't, that's fake. They're just bullshitting. So I think you just gotta understand fear, and fear. I feel like I was told this one time, and it made a lot of sense. The same part of the brain that has fear has excitement. So if you can just reframe it and kind of understand it and be like, okay, I'm excited for this fight rather than I'm scared of this fight, and it kind of works the same way, and it gets you more pumped up rather than like kind of going in on yourself, like becoming an introvert or anything like that. If you frame in the fact that like I'm getting excited to go and compete, I get this opportunity, I'm grateful for this, I think that does a lot more for me. And then in the fight, bro, like there's so much shit going on. You don't have time to be like, fuck, I'm scared of even punching me. Like shit's flying, especially the way I fight. It's like all gas, no brakes. So I don't even get time to think. It's all reaction. It's pretty primal for me, like that.
Were you doing other sports growing up?
Nah, I did a little bit, like I did t-ball as a kid, like all that shit. But I started jujitsu when I was like 11, and so then martial arts has just been the main thing the whole time.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, that's you didn't see that much with the early generation fighters that they started as early as 11, but this new
Yeah.
generation of fighters, you see a lot of people that have been in jujitsu classes since childhood. So, definitely the levels have grew in the UFC. Just if you watch Ultimate Fighter, there's so many high level guys in Contender Series, so many high level guys. What have you ever experienced anxiety, not in the fighting world, outside of fighting in life? Have you ever experienced this anxiety or no?
I mean, I think like it's the same thing. I think everyone has a level of anxiety. I've never had like a anxiety attack where I'm like, I'm like, not able to talk or anything like that. But yeah, like I was a firefighter too before I became a UFC fighter. And so I would get anxiety like getting ready for like some medical tests or if I was going into a burning building, a little bit of anxiousness. But I don't really have like a actual level of anxiety.
So what do you do outside of fighting just on your free time?
I got a couple dogs, I got a girlfriend. We travel around, have a good time. I still do a little bit of the firefighting, so I'm still having fun with that. Um, yeah, yeah. And then I train all the time, even outside of the fight camp. I'm still training. My new house has a pool, so I've been drinking some margaritas by the pool, some shit like that.
Congratulations, bro. What's the
Thanks.
biggest lie people believe about fighters?
That's a good question. Probably that we're stupid.
Misconception, lie.
I don't know that we're dumb. I think to be an elite level martial artist, you got to have a high level of intelligence, trying to figure out the game. Organizing training, making sure your diet's in check, losing weight. It's all takes a lot of brain power. So I think a lot of people think that being a fighter is stupid. I mean, we do get hit in the head, so maybe by the end of it, we are a little more dumb. But I think a lot of fighters are really intelligent people.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. I think people will be surprised. Um,
Yeah.
Last question, bro. I know you're a busy man. I'm gonna get out of your hair. There's been a lot of controversy lately about open scoring and judging, right? Would you rather know you're down on the cards mid-fight or stay in the dark like it is now?
Bro, that's a good question. I don't know if I would. Because there's been fights where I thought I was winning and I was losing. Like in the Dana fight, I was down 2 rounds, but I was like, I thought I won round 1. And who knows, if I knew I was down, maybe I would have fought different and I wouldn't have finished him with 40 seconds left. You never know. It's hard to say. I don't really care. I think I'm trying to finish the guy the whole fight anyways. So I'm gonna fight the same way because I want to get that guy out of there. It's not gonna change. I'm not ever gonna coast to victory. So if I'm up 2 rounds, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm done. I'm still gonna. Sorry, that's my dogs.
It's all good.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm always looking for the finish. So I don't really care either way. But yeah, I mean, it'd be kind of cool for like a viewing perspective because then you'll know, and then we don't have these crazy upsets. You know.
Yeah. The crazy upsets, I think, is the biggest thing, and of course, live betting. Between rounds that you can make live bets on fighters. So I'm a
Yeah.
fan of open scoring, but I also do like the mysteriousness behind not knowing, not
Yeah, like
knowing exactly.
you get at the end of the fight, you're like, I think he won round 1 and 2, or I think that guy won round 3, and you just don't ever know.
It just depends how the judges look at it, right? For me, it was always crazy how they can calculate every single strike thrown and which one of these are significant strikes. And how do they calculate whenever you guys are laying on each other and those short strikes that are just meant to be a little annoying, like the slap on the ear? How do they
Yeah,
calculate that?
yeah. Is that like half a point and a real punch is 1 point? Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. Like that
Yeah.
was the bro. They're going crazy. That was the
You're good,
weird
I
part
can
with the
hear
Ricky
you.
fight. I had like 7.5 minutes of control time, something crazy like that. And then somehow, but we had the same striking differential. Like he maybe had 10 more strikes in the whole fight, and then he won. I'm like, how does that make sense?
The Ricky fight, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it happens, bro. The best go through that. Look,
bro.
Brady.
Yeah, go
Sorry, go
for it.
ahead. Go ahead. Tell me.
No, I was like saying I grew a lot from it too. I think it was the best thing for me. I got more into training, and obviously the fights have looked better since. So
Yeah, for sure. It was a good fight. It was very fun. The fans won at the end of the day. I love to say that. You know, a lot of new MMA fans, a lot of judging by W or L. I'm not a fan of it. You know, there's so many metrics in this sport that you can judge by. I hate the recency bias. Like you got legends like Chris Lytle, Chris Lieben, talking 60, 70 fights. That has to be like some kind of medal. you know, Chris,
yeah,
Chris Lytle, 60, 65 fights, never been finished besides 2 doctor stoppages.
yeah, that's a tough son of a bitch. Isn't he a judge now?
Yeah, BK. No. He's a commentator at BKFC.
Oh, is he? Oh, hell yeah,
Yeah. So
crazy.
thank you so much, Brady, for taking the time, bro. I'm glad we got you on. I'm excited to see what you got next. I wish you a speedy recovery. I know you're at the tail end of that. Is there something you want to leave the fans with?
No, just stay tuned. I'll be back there by the end of the year, so stay tuned and keep my name out there.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. Brady Hiestand. Thank you, Brady. I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, thank you, brother. It's good talking to you.
Likewise.
He's wearing a T-shirt that says "Never made."
I believe him. I think he's